Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a great weekend. Getting ready for another exciting week of trading. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I think this is the moment of truth for the market and why I think it's poised for a big movement. So let's dive right in. Let's look at this chart for SPY representing the S&P 500. Reason number one is we're coming up onto the level where I consider to be a big resistance level. As you can see, it's marked by this trend line right here. When we initially had the first downward leg, right? This is the level we bounced off of the first time. Not the entire movement down, but the first leg. So we bounced off of it. And then the second time, obviously, we broke through. But on the second bounce, this is where we tested it and got rejected. And then blah, 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 something happened. March 23rd or so, we hit the lowest point. And then we've been making a pretty darn good rally. And about a week, 2 weeks ago, we tested this point again. And we got rejected. And at that point, I honestly thought because it broke this trend line right here, I thought, oh, surely the market will go down. Because, truth be told, I've been bearish during this whole rally, which screwed up my trading a little bit because of the bias. But when it broke through this trend line, I for sure thought we were going to head down to at least this level right here, around 245 or so. It didn't. It is what it is. The market's always right, no matter what happens, no matter the reason or whatever. So now we're coming up onto this resistance point again. We'll probably hit it next week. But because of these previous bounces, tests off of it, I think this is a big key resistance level. Reason number two. Since about 3 weeks ago, the SPY has been in consolidation. Let's say around here. Okay. So since I'd say, let's call it this moment. What day is that? April 8th. And today is April 27th. So 20 days. Yeah. 19 days, about 3 weeks. We've been in between this level and this level. This is 272 or so. This is 288 or so. We've been just going up and down, and we are going up again. And yeah, we'll probably test the upper boundary here. And again, that is the 289 or so, 288, 289 key resistance level that I pointed out earlier. This is another reason why I think we're poised for a big move coming up next week, probably next week. The stock moves in one or two ways. It either breaks out, and this would be going up or down. It breaks through, or it's consolidating. Now, compared to what happened between this period right here, compared to that, this has been pretty long consolidation, almost 3 weeks, like I said. So after this period of consolidation, what's the next move? It's going to break up through this resistance for a pretty sizable move up, or it's going to get rejected and then come down. Reason number three. Next week, there are lots of earnings reports coming up. But the big five tech companies, these are Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Google, and Microsoft. These five companies right now represent about 20% of the S&P 500. 20% between the five of them. And all five of them are reporting next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So whatever happens to those five companies, I mean, there are other ones reporting, but whatever happens to those 5 companies, they will have a significant impact on the overall market. All I'm trying to say is, based on these 3 reasons, I think we're poised for a big move up or down. Because of these 3 reasons, here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sitting pretty, holding cash, doing nothing. Because if it does go up, if it does break through, let's say the earnings are pretty good from those big 5 companies, and for whatever reason, the market is always right, whatever the reason is. Okay, so that part doesn't really matter. Let's say it breaks through this 289 point and goes up. When we have confirmation, the next point of resistance is probably right here, 312-ish. Right? That's where, after the first bounce, that's where we topped off. Okay? So, that's almost 9% move. You don't have to get all 9% of the move. Wait for confirmation and then trade and take profit. Now, what if it goes down? If it goes down, obviously the first level of support will be this right here, right? 272, where the current consolidating channel is. So let's say goes down. That's a little over 5%. There's some profit to be made there. Okay. But let's say it's a big rejection and it breaks through that support level. Then where do we go? I can see it going all the way down to about probably this level or so. It's going to have little ups and downs, little undulations in between. But again, down to 245, that's like 10%. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you don't take a position before this impactful move that I'm predicting, there's a lot of profit to be made, especially if you are a short-term trader. So what I'm doing is staying put, waiting for the confirmation. Doesn't matter up or down. Going to be making money either way. Wait for confirmation and then take position. Because once we have that move up or down, it's going to be big enough to where there will be good opportunities, even if you didn't get in before the move, trying to predict whether it'll go up or down. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you the best of luck next week. Whether you're a bull or bear, doesn't matter. I just hope everyone has a good trading week.